Hello everyone, Todd here, internalarchitect.com, and in this video we're going to discuss and you're going to learn about how to resocialize yourself after lymphoma. You've gone through a lot of different ways and a lot of different means of getting to this point as a survivor, and now you need to start stepping out of your comfort zone and start getting into the real world a little bit. And by doing that, you need to start socializing yourself and start refamiliarizing yourself with situations that happen in a social atmosphere. Now, I'm going to talk about 3 different things that you can do to kind of help ease yourself back into this life after cancer. And by doing this, it'll slowly get you to feel more and more comfortable. Now, if you've always been someone that hasn't been comfortable in social situations, this might be a good way to help get you into a more comfortable area within it. And there's multiple ways to do this, but I'm going to just kind of start with the first 3 things that you can do to start getting you acclimated back into a social atmosphere. Now, the first one is you can be picky about the events that you want to attend. And what I mean is, after you've been through lymphoma, after all the treatment and even radiation and everything that you've been through, there are certain events and certain situations that you might want to just purely avoid. The bar scene might be one place that you don't really care to go to, and there might be other places and situations that really just aren't going to appeal to you. When I started kind of getting back into some social atmosphere, I kind of was very careful about the people that I was hanging out with. I wanted to be around people that were close to me, and I wanted to be around more like-minded people. Now, I chose to drink a little bit, and that's okay. I kept it really at a small level. I learned after my treatment that I don't want to feel that experience of chemotherapy and everything that kind of comes along with that and all the side effects with it. And for some reason, when I drink too much, it reminds me of what it's like to go through chemotherapy. That hangover is just such a horrible, it reminds me. And so that is one of the main reasons why I don't drink a lot anymore, because it makes me feel like crap. So be careful, be picky about the events that you want to go to. It's fun to go to fundraising events. It's fun to go to support groups. And that way you can kind of start talking and feeling better about how your experience was, and you can get it off your chest too. It gives you the chance to talk. It gives you the chance to communicate with other people that might be going through a similar situation. And that's what I mean by be picky about the events that you should attend. Now, it's okay to go out and meet some friends at happy hour, but I just warn you to be careful about that, because you don't necessarily want to go out there for the drinking aspect of it all. I don't think drinking after cancer is a really good thing for your mentality, and I think it's something that you really should be aware of as you move forward into more social atmospheres. That kind of leads me to the second one, is you don't have to drink to be social. But if you do, take it slowly. Start to feel what it is, how the alcohol reacts with you now. I learned that it's harder for me to deal with the hangover than it is to just be sober and enjoy everything that I can feel at that time. And the discussions that I have as I'm sober are so much more relevant and so much more productive than when I'm drinking. I have a tendency to get a little bit loose and a little bit feisty in a good way. But if I do drink too much, then I can end up losing it, and I just shut down, and I can't really deal with social aspects anyway. So I think it's really important that you take that time to figure out what your tolerance is if you do decide to drink, because it can really make a difference into how your experience is going to be with the people that you surround yourself at these events and the environments that you choose to be in. So keep that in mind also. The third one is you can go early to these events and even towards the beginning of some of these functions, because you get to have these conversations with people that are a little bit more in your wheelhouse. They haven't been drinking, they are more sober, and those conversations can be a lot more clear and a lot more beneficial. as the night progresses, there's a very good chance that so does the alcohol consumption, and you start getting into a little bit of a harder time really making wiser decisions. So I think just remember that by going early, you can kind of go have yourself a little bit of a happy hour and not drink either, and enjoy the conversations and enjoy the camaraderie that you have with friends and folks, and also get to meet new people in kind of a better light before it gets a little bit out of control. So those are the 3 things I really think you should take a look at. 1 is just be picky about the events that you want to attend. 2, you don't have to drink to be social, but if you do, just be wise about it. And 3, go early towards the beginning of the events. With those 3 things, those will help kind of get you back into a little bit of a social atmosphere and make you feel comfortable. It's not something that will happen instantly. It takes a little time, and it takes a little bit of effort to get used to just being social again. I was out of it for a year going through all my treatment, and I definitely felt awkward, and I definitely felt strange going back into this environment that is very social in my world. I think it's really important to stick up for yourself if someone is starting to judge you, because if they're judging you, then they are obviously jealous of you, which is a weird thing, right? Because you sure don't want them to go through what you did. But if they're judging you, just stand up for yourself and be like, I don't have to drink. Why is it so important to you? Be strong about it, and be open, and let them know that, be like, hey man, I don't need to feel like going through chemo again. And they will just shut up, essentially. So just keep that in mind. I think it's really important that you become strong, you learn to become a strong person, and by resocializing yourself, it'll start to prepare you for a lot of the other tests that you will end up going through along your journey as a cancer survivor. So awesome. I hope you liked the video. Hit me in the comment section below if you have any questions, and give me a like and hit subscribe and do what you do, because you guys are awesome. I really appreciate your time and your energy into watching the videos, and thank you again, and I will see you on the next video.